Right now, 5 billion people are online. Imagine every one of those screens snapping to black at once. Every second, 3.5 million emails are sent. Every minute, 500 hours of video are uploaded. More than half the planet's population is continuously connected to a single invisible network. This system routes global food supplies, manages power grids, and handles nearly every financial transaction on Earth. If the connection breaks, the physical logistics of modern life stop moving. And yet, this colossal infrastructure, the foundation of our daily existence, almost didn't happen. Most people assume the internet was dreamed up by tech founders in Silicon Valley garages. It actually started in 1969 as a United States military project. The Pentagon needed a communications network to survive a nuclear strike. They called it ARPANET. The very first message sent between these massive mainframes was LO. They were trying to type login, and the system crashed after 2 letters. That 2-letter crash became the foundation of the modern world. Then in 1989, a British scientist named Tim Berners-Lee was working quietly in Switzerland. There, he invented the World Wide Web. Berners-Lee had authored the foundational code for what is now the most valuable infrastructure in history. He could have patented it and become a billionaire. Instead, he released it to the public entirely for free. Now, imagine 1989. Berners-Lee never has the idea, or he patents it, locks it behind a paywall. The World Wide Web never opens to the public. In that timeline, the digital world we know vanishes. There is no Google, no YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, no instant messaging across the globe. Without remote connectivity, the global economy restructures. Businesses are forced back into strict local physical operations. Remote work becomes impossible, and billions of modern jobs simply cease to exist. Human knowledge is no longer democratized. Research that takes you seconds right now requires days of hunting through physical books and encyclopedias in local libraries. That slowdown hits every level of infrastructure. Moving money or coordinating logistics reverts to paper ledgers and physical lines. A transaction that is instant today becomes a process of days. Without the open web, society loses its primary tool for efficiency. Human progress doesn't stop, but it slows to a permanent crawl. That crawl has a lethal cost. When global scientific data cannot be shared instantly, medical breakthroughs take decades longer to reach the public. Cures discovered in the 2010s might not arrive until 2040. The catastrophic consequences peak when the COVID-19 pandemic hits a disconnected world. Governments are unable to coordinate a real-time global response. Schools and offices cannot transition online, and scientists cannot sequence and share the virus genome overnight. The resulting death toll is exponentially higher. Geopolitics also stagnate. Dictators maintain tighter control over information, as citizens lose the ability to organize movements like the Arab Spring through social media. Even our technological future disappears. Artificial intelligence requires the massive, interconnected datasets generated by the open web to learn. If that digital pipeline is cut, the AI starves. The algorithms that are beginning to reshape our world are never born. In this alternate world, a paywalled web results in stalled medical research, an uncoordinated pandemic response, and an information landscape where authoritarian power is unchallenged. We avoided that timeline because of one person's choice. Our current ability to share research and coordinate globally is a result of the open access Berners-Lee enabled in 1989. Despite creating the foundation of the modern global economy, Tim Berners-Lee has a relatively modest fortune today. Compare that to Mark Zuckerberg. Modern tech empires amassed hundreds of billions of dollars by building on top of the open infrastructure that Berners-Lee provided for nothing. Look at the device you're holding right now. You are using it to access the world's knowledge because one person decided his invention belonged to everyone. We rarely notice the systems that work perfectly every day. Sometimes we have to imagine losing them to appreciate the scale of the gift we were given.